I feel a poop coming on pretty strongly. I just had a bunch of coffee and I'm about to use my Squatty Potty for the first time. Gotta go. Hi, welcome to Angela's Anything Show, and today I'm going to be doing a product review, as promised, about the Squatty Potty. So the Squatty Potty, for those unfamiliar, is something that you pull up in front of your toilet that you prop your feet up on while you're pooing. It's supposed to be better than, how will I put this delicately? Basically, squatting is the natural way that we poop. Shit. The natural way that we are supposed to be shitting is through squatting, and because now we're just sitting on conventional toilets, it's like pinching the rectal something, so we're not having enough, a full elimination, and also it's like contributes to more like pushing and hemorrhoids. I don't really know. I'm talking too much about poo and I'm not using the word shit enough. So through the Squatty Potty, we bring our knees up, back into the squat position, which hopefully will allow us to have bowel movements like we did in the good old days. Now, there aren't many things that were better back in the day, especially when it comes to like health in the body. But I heard a lot of good things about the Squatty Potty, so I thought I'd give it a try. I don't really have trouble pooping. In fact, I poop quite a bit. I mean, you guys saw what I ate in a day. I mean, there's a lot of fiber going on. But I thought, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta wrestle a poop out, and why not go for an easier evacuation, as well as my desire to use less toilet paper, because let's talk about it, the most time-consuming part of the poo is the wipe. Robert Edwards, one of the creators of the Squatty Potty, spoke to this person from Men's Health magazine and said, by opening the colon, pooping in the natural squat position makes elimination faster, more complete, and reduces straining. Also mentioned, squatting rather than sitting could help prevent things like constipation, hemorrhoids, colon cancer, appendicitis, IBS, hernias, diverticulosis, and pelvic organ prolapse. Basically, I used it, and at first, my first thought was that I didn't feel like that it was tall enough, and that I didn't feel like I was totally in the squat position. Like, I felt like it was kind of just like normal, you know? Yeah, the poo came out great, but it no more so than it normally does. And this is a poo it probably would have glided right out anyway. So then I tried it on like a hungover poop, like drank the night before poo, which you normally, you know, that's gonna take some time. And no, it didn't make it any better. And it didn't alleviate really any wiping. So I don't know. And then I had Dan try it, not at the same time as I was trying it, and he was too tall for it. And he's like, I can't use it, my knees like go up to here. So I'm returning it, Squatty Potty. You know, a friend said to me, why not just buy a stool for like 10 bucks? And I was like, oh, pish posh, I'm gonna try my Squatty Potty. But then I thought, you know, why not just use a stool? And I had happened to have just purchased a stool, and I feel like that's gonna give me more leverage on this. I don't think they come in other heights. It's not a one size fits all. I'm 5'4" and 3/4. So I found it to be too short. I do this a lot in my videos. I noticed that. So I don't know, Squatty Potty. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But yeah, this is about the height. And another thing is that unless you have a pretty large bathroom, this is gonna be very evident. I mean, there's no shame on the Squatty Potty game. You come to my home and I have a Squatty Potty, yeah? You don't like it? Leave. If you want your bathroom to look tidy, like, you better have a place to put this. Our bathroom's not that big at all. So it's just like, oh, here's a huge piece of plastic. You know, really, let me just get a couple bricks. All I need is a couple bricks just to prop myself up on, and it'll be good. I'm not saying it doesn't work for everyone, but for me, it was not a noticeable enough difference, and I will be returning it. So thank you for watching my first product review and this current episode of Angela's Anything Show. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Dan used it. He said he didn't experience any less wiping than normal, but I countered with that his asshole's probably a lot hairier than a woman's. And then he said, how does he know if he has a hairy asshole? And I'm like, how do you not know if you have a hairy asshole, you know? It's your asshole, you should know a little bit about it. Boys.